who you are, they themselves will share the content.
Exactly. I do believe in everything I heard you say up there too. And, I'm very reserved kind of person. Well, depends on, what time of the day I am, but I really am usually kind of on the conservative reserve side. And, when I see everybody like jumping up and screaming and hooting and hollering, I'm like, wow, it's very, I guess I was like, I don't know what you would call it, but I was a virgin to such dynamics like that. I've never been a witness to a seminar where, people are screaming, hooting, hollering, they're dancing. It's almost like a revival in church. Yeah,
I know. It's happened to me for many years. In fact, my latest book that I've just finished launching is called Don't Drink the Kool-Aid, Drink Red, Rational Educated Decisions. Because a lot of people have said that. They're like, like the Jim Jones thing, they're drinking the Kool-Aid, they're all jumping up and down. No, they're tapping into their greatness. So the latest book that we wrote was about Don't Drink the Kool-Aid, Drink Red, Rational Educated Decisions. It's a guide to live life on your terms.
Right.
And, it's people are going to call it whatever they want to call it, so just beat them to the punchline. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
No, but I loved it, though. I mean, it was very empowering, to watch everybody get so excited about, your message. And, everybody, not just you, it was everybody who was there that was very empowering. David and you and just everybody was wonderful. Miss Shannon and just it was a really dynamic. I wasn't able to go, though, to she had something this past week for Media Magic. I wasn't able to attend. I'm working as a teacher, so I'm still working, and putting together my dream. And it's kind of hard and difficult to do, but I'm kind of working out the kinks now, which is why I haven't had a show in a couple of weeks.
You're not putting together your dream. You're living your dream.
Yes.
You're actually living it. And that's what I love. That's one of the reasons I came on your show. Because I love people that may not have a big name right now, but what it is, we call them global gems. And you're one of those.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, Bert, tell me, you sound a little under the weather today. I can hear it in your voice, darling. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. But tell me, what's coming up for you now in the near future for people that would love to attend? Any of his seminars are just wonderful. I mean, if what I saw for that, like 1 hour, if it's anything like that, then I would encourage everyone to either get any of his books, and maybe you can just give us a little shout out for yourself. Tell me where your books are located, Amazon, or where can they purchase and where you're performing. Yes.
Yeah, if you look up the name Bert Oliva, Bert Oliva, we're on all social media. You can also go to Amazon and buy, a couple of my books, but I recommend the latest book because it was just set up, and we haven't done the book launch yet. You'll start seeing it now in the next coming month. I think we're launching in November. We're doing a full campaign. And regarding seminars, we're everywhere. I mean, we're going to be at Shannon's next event. I think in September. We're doing a cruise in September. Next week, I'm going to Montana. Actually, this weekend, I'm going to Sarasota, and next weekend I'm in Montana. So look me up on social media, see when I'm in your town, and see when I'm doing an event, and just join us.
Yes, absolutely. So tell me a little bit more about some of your other entities that you have here. I see you have BOA World, and it's a performance improvement partner. And is that specific?
BOA World.
Yeah.
If you go to BOAWorld.com, that's our corporate entity. That's what we do. Where major companies contact us, so we either people, like the one I'm going to Minnesota, is a 5-hour event to train their salespeople and teach them about human potential, which is a humanology, we call it, a scientific study of human potential. And then we have BertOliva.com. That's me, the personality. That's where they hire me and not the company. They just want Bert to do either a keynote or coaching, just directly with Bert. Then we have BOA Studios, which is, since when I first started, my background comes from advertising. And we used to have a high-end advertising agency, and we did a lot of work for Sony, HBO, and all these major companies. So in my early years, I decided that I would record every day that ended with a Y. So long story short, I ended up creating a production team which does all my social media. They do all my video production. And then now what I do is I offer that production service to either companies or speakers, so they can have their own video production and so forth. So that's Boa Studio. But my favorite, and the one we really, really adore, is called motivationalmissionaries.org, MMT tour. And what that does is we go all over the world speaking to children, and usually we pay everything ourselves, because my wife always told me once we get to a certain level of success, it's our obligation to give back. So we've done over 50,000 children in Belize. We've been to Haiti. We've been to the Bahamas. We've been to Bermuda, in the United States. We're all over the world helping children and teaching them that they too have greatness inside of them and to tap into it at a young age. So we give them the techniques. They get involved. It's just great. If you look up that company, motivationalmissionaries.org, there's videos and everything. You can see all the stuff that we've done around the world.
I think that's so important. I am a child advocate myself, and I kind of decided to go back to work this year because I miss being with them, and I miss the connection I have with children, and they really love me. I mean, I don't tolerate too many things in life besides dogs and children. I seem to really just have a passion for children, and I believe I'm their voice, as I feel with animals as well. And, I read a post.
No, I have an idea for you. Since you love children, something I haven't seen, and this can be like one of your niches, is look for children you can interview that have like great ideas, and they're doing wonderful, and so you'll be able to be the first interview they've ever done. So 5 years from now, when they start leaving high school or college, whatever age you get them at, they can go back and review. You're kind of setting that presence or that foundation for them for the future.
Darling, I can't believe it, but I've already beat you to that. I went back to school teaching elementary age this semester, and I've already interviewed 3 of my students this week. So I'm going to put it all together. Of course, it can't be an in-depth 30-minute interview, but just little vignettes that I'm going to put together for a 1-hour show. Wow, great minds do think alike.
I think that's great because there's no one doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think kids...
a lot of people get a certain level of success, and they really talk about helping, but they really don't.
No.
Because they get busy in their own lives.
No, you're right.
Man, this whole thing is about giving back. And the Bible says you reap what you sow.
That's it.
So if you're doing great, and even when you're not doing great, you're planting those seeds, and nothing better than the future of our world, the children.
You're absolutely right. I agree with you 100%. I read one of your posts this morning. It was on Facebook. I don't know if it was this morning or this afternoon, but how we're always so quick to say, get the negative people out of your life. And you wrote a post stating that you don't get rid of the negative people out of your life, because if you can't deal with those people and move on and be successful, then how are you going to succeed? And I kind of really like that too. But although sometimes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. That came out because for many years you would go to these seminars, and a lot of speakers would say, get rid of the negative people in your life. No, you can't do that. If you're not doing great in your life because you have these negative people, but you're not launching your career, you're not moving forward, don't blame them. You got to work on you, because if you want to get to the next circle of people, the next level, like people would say, they're not going to allow you in until you're ready. So work on you. As you start changing your life, the people around you will change with you, or they'll leave. You don't have to get rid of them. They're going to get rid of themselves.
Right.
So you build on you.
No, I agree. I agree on that too as well. I just feel sometimes, though, there are some instances where you do have to kind of move away from that person because you're not doing your best. And that's how I kind of felt with myself. It maybe for me, it helped me to move away from two negatives that I had in my life. And once I did that, I was free to explore and do what I wanted. And it was a wonderful thing for me. But you're absolutely right. You do have to work on yourself in order to be successful. And then, like you said, other things will change around you. I get that 100%. I do. I might not be able to verbalize it, but I do get what you're saying.
Yeah. It's like, the Law of Attraction is a wonderful book.
Right.
The Secret, it's a great
Love
book.
The Secret.
However, people, they kind of forget that the law of attraction, both English and Spanish, has the word attraction. Inside that word is the word action.
Right.
You're in direct proportion of what you attract in life, depending on the actions you take.
Right.
So, yes, it's great to have a vision board, but you got to go out and do it.
Right.
It's great to think positive thoughts, but you got to go out and think it. You got to wake up in the morning and work on your positive thoughts. Look, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And we might wake up with back pains. We might wake up with, a headache. We might not be in a great state of mind the first 30 minutes of your day. But you have the power to change that.
Right.
You have the power to pick up a book or listen to one of your blogs or radio show, or pick up one of your blogs or my blogs or my or this show itself. If there's something that's been said in this show that really, resonates with the person listening to it, listen to it 6 times. And then share it with the rest of the world. That's what they need to do. People are always complaining that we don't have enough positive things happening in our life. That's because we're not sticking together. As soon as this post goes up, it's going to about 500 or 700,000 people in my database. Because once it's done and edited and produced, I'm going to share it.
Right.
Why? Not, because you never know. Maybe it's that one person that shared it is there in a position in their life that they really needed it. They needed to hear Eleanor and Bert have a talk.
Right.
And we need to do more of that.
Absolutely. Really I agree we need to help more people. And it's kind of funny. I chuckled when you said 500,000 because I was so happy to tell somebody the other day. I said, well, I do reach at least 8,000 people in a matter of 2 hours. So, 8,000. All right. Hey, look, but that's good for me. You know what I mean? Right now it is.
Yep, but that's a lot. See, the numbers are not important as people think.
Right.
People are like, well, I need 10 million followers. Look, if you bought 10 million followers, chances are they're not watching your posts.
Right.
When you've earned 8,000 people, I'd rather have that than buy 10 million.
Yeah, you're right.
8,000 people is substance.
I think so too. Because I didn't have the money at the time, honestly, to do all that purchasing of Facebook ads and where they get you the likes and they get you, all the likes on your page. I did all of that on my own. All that hard work, I swear to you, I've done, from 5:30 in the morning until sometimes on Saturdays and Sundays, till noon or 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've done all my work on my own, and you have to do that. And there will be a day, though, that I'll be able to afford all that specialized advertising, which brings me to, hold on, people that have opened their business for the very, very beginning stages. I'm not talking, first 2 months of it, but I'm talking as you're into a business, let's say a year into it. What are the most important tools or instruments like advertising and other things that you would suggest? What about something like your demo reels? Tell us about that.
Yeah, demo reel is great, but not to begin with. If you're starting your career, and it's funny though, because you would say, well, Bert, that's where you make your money doing these productions. Yeah, but if you're not ready, the production's not going to do anything for you. I recommend you get yourself a business card. Get a business card. You'd be surprised how many times I meet people ask for a business card, they don't have one.
Yeah.
Get a business card. Once you have your business card, get your website. Once you have your website, go to every single social media that you can and tag the name. Whether it's the Ellen Show or whether it's the Ellen, the motivator, whatever you can get your hands on, try to be consistent across the board. Because once they find you, they'll be able to find you in that other social media. So we live in a great time today where you're able to do all this really cost effective. You can get 1,000 business cards for like $25.
Right.
And back in the old days, it wasn't like that. You can get a website for $10 a month, or $20 to get somebody from Fiverr.com to do it for you. So with less than $100, you can open up your business and get yourself the foundation that you need. Now you have a foundation. Now you got to go out there and promote.
Right.
What do you promote? You go to every single event you can get involved with. You go ahead and have your business card. Give it to every person you need. In fact, give them 2 business cards. At Xerox, one of the things they taught us was you give out 1,000 business cards, you'll get a 2% back
right.
of contact. But people don't give out 1,000 cards.
No, they
buy
don't.
1,000 cards, and they'll have the cards for the next 5 years.
That's one thing.
You should be buying 1,000. You should be buying 1,000 cars every 2 weeks.
Right. Wow, that's a lot. But I try to go to as many networking meetings as I possibly can, and I always